All right, everybody. It is me. This is me. Believe it or not, it is me. Yeah, Gregory Mannarino. This is kind of my midday market report today. It is 11:13 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The market is still open. I am doing this video early because I am very pressed for time. I have to do something later I cannot get out of. So I'm getting this out now, and it's kind of interesting, honestly. So let's talk here. Right now, this stock market has made an almost miraculous turnaround. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, again, as I am doing this video blog, is positive. After being down about 425 points, I explained to all of you earlier in my pre-market video that this market was going to shrug this off when I was buying that dip. Well, that's exactly what I did, big time. So I'm a happy guy sitting here. Look, this was an easy tell. Okay, like I explained to you, nothing is getting in the way of this market with the Federal Reserve having their foot not just on the floor, but through the floor. Okay, with regard to asset purchases, debt acquisition, debt issuance, it's incredible. The market can only go higher in this kind of a situation. Watch the Federal Reserve's balance sheet. It is nearly doubled since March of this year. Think about what I just said. The balance sheet that you and I are allowed to see has nearly doubled in just a few months. A trend that will continue. There's just no doubt about that. Now let's look at a couple of other things. You know how this market works if you follow this blog. I told you earlier today the dollar had a significant knee-jerk higher. Well, the dollar is about flat right now. It has a slight gain. So the dollar, that knee-jerk into the dollar, well, it's kind of fading away. And the 10-year yield is the biggest tell here. A nice jump higher in the 10-year yield. So no major safety play whatsoever. And that told you and me that the stock market was going to rebound. Now look, stocks don't finish trading until about 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, and that's about an hour and 45 minutes from now. And I guess anything can happen. But the trajectory for this market is not just higher, but much higher. Let's talk about a few other things here. I already covered the dollar. I covered the 10-year yield. Cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin's still about 23,000. The big cryptos are going not just higher, but much higher. Gold and silver right now are catching a bid. They're getting a bit higher. You got crude oil right now well off of the lows. And what they're doing here, look at the mainstream media. They are pushing this vaccine like you cannot believe. There's something else going on. There's a reason why they are trying to get that vaccine into your body. And it just doesn't feel right to me. It doesn't seem right to me. And again, they shut down the global economy by design to allow the central banks to do what they're doing right now. Inflate, inflate, and inflate, killing the money velocity, shutting down the global economy, so the central banks can finish where they started in 1913, and they are well on the pathway to do that. Now, let's move forward. Congress is patting themselves on the back for getting this stimulus deal done here, and Steve Mnuchin said specifically, it was a quote, you will be getting your $600 check fast, and this will help those of you who are in dire need. This is, again, Treasury Secretary, current Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin. $600. I guess $600 goes a long way these days, according to them. I mean, he's completely disconnected from reality. He's obviously not in the same world that you are in. You understand? But that's just the game here that is being played on everyone. So look, in summary here, you know what? Let me give you a live update. I'll tell you what's going on right now. Hold that thought. Oh, wow. Dow Jones Industrial Average is higher by 68 points. It was down 424 earlier today. That's a pretty epic move. The S&P 500 is only down fractionally. The NASDAQ down fractionally. It's crazy. Absolutely nuts. But what else would you expect in this twisted environment? Again, watch that dollar, watch the 10-year yield, pay attention to these videos, and I promise to keep you on the right side of this, like you have no idea. All right, people, that's pretty much it. I'd love to hear from you. Please comment on all this. How many of you are shocked that this market made a miraculous turnaround? How many of you will be more shocked if the market rips higher tomorrow, the next day? We got a short week, which means I get a 3-day weekend because Christmas. I'm looking forward to that. But anyway, look, I'll see all of you tomorrow morning. Keep your eye on this market. I will be watching it, even though I won't be here. But anyway, love you a lot. See you tomorrow morning.